from the district. They're going to battle it out tonight, just like the Nats and the Yankees will. Hopefully Washington back even in this series. Bob and FP, welcome back to Yankee Stadium. Good news for Bryce Harper, not really beaten up too much after that rough night last night. Juan Soto back in the lineup. It's kind of a crowded outfield scenario these days, but a manager would like to have 5 guys like these. And Adam Eaton's the old man of the bunch. They're pretty young.
Yeah, I think you talk about the outfielders right now, good problem to have, right? Adam Eaton getting better every single day. You look at the ages of these guys. Juan Soto, 19 years old. You know, maybe Michael A. Taylor plays against lefties in center field. Bryce plays against righties in center field. Good way to get everybody else in there. But Juan Soto's going nowhere, folks. 19 years old, going on 29. He's done everything right since he's been called up. Turned into a phenom. So that guy's here to stay. I think the rest kind of revolves around him. But don't forget about Michael A. Taylor. This guy hit 271 last year with 19 home runs, 17 stolen bases. He's a Gold Glove center fielder. That throw right there, 99 miles an hour against the Padres for the out. This guy can throw. He covers ground. They looked at the replay. He was out. The play he made last night in center field, one of the best plays I've ever seen. The ground he covered, fearlessness, sliding to the fence, hit his knee on the cement below. I mean, what other center fielder goes that far, makes that play, and hangs on to the baseball? That's no fear from Michael Taylor. So Gold Glove type center fielder. His manager said he's a Gold Glove type center fielder. He's going to play. He's going to play defense on the days he doesn't start. So a crowded outfield, so what? It's a good problem to have.
And then Juan Soto, it's not like he's just coming up and showing off a bunch of athletic ability at the age of 19. He certainly has that, but he's got that two-strike approach, and he's doing things offensively that appear to be far beyond his age.
Yeah, just an intelligent baseball player. I mean, you tell him one thing once, and he puts it into play during the game. His two-strike approach we've fallen in love with. There's no two-strike approaches in baseball nowadays. The spreading out, choking up, he running the bases, maybe could improve on, but you're going to get that from a 19-year-old. He's learning on the fly at the highest level.
Over the last week and a half, starting rotation gets a little bit beat up. So Eric Fetty is back in the big leagues. He's going to get a tough assignment tonight. He was in Syracuse yesterday, and he's downstate today.
Well, you remember that game against the Padres, the catch in right field with Bryce Harper. Could have had it, should have had it, whatever you want to say. So 3 runs, a little misleading. Fastball 95, 96 with tons of sink on it. The secondary pitch is way better than we saw last year. So for Eric Fetty today, a tall task to go up against the Yankees. But if he keeps the ball in the ballpark and keeps the ball down, he'll have a good night.
Yeah, we like the way he has challenged hitters in the past. Sonny Gray, the Nats face him for the 3rd time, and the first 2 times were with the Oakland Athletics. 2nd year here in New York. No decisions between him and the Nats so far. So we're getting ready for Game 2. Yankee Stadium's a special place. Trey Turner told me last night it was an absolute gas to play here for the first time. Tonight it's round 2. Soto in the lineup, and so's Daniel Murphy again. There's no better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day. Buy your local Volkswagen dealer. Visit VWDealer.com for the Volkswagen dealer near you. And by Ocean City, Maryland. There's no end to the fun you'll have in Ocean City. Plan your trip today at OCOcean.com. Nice night in New York. A few showers today. Somebody getting a little repair work there. Yeah, trainers work on bodies and gloves. So right now it's 75. Humidity almost as high as the temperature. Mostly cloudy skies right now. And some early game notes for you. So Bryce starts his second game in center field this year. And he's done quite well in 122 games. I think FP laid out a pretty good scenario a few minutes ago on when he may be in center field from here on. Then at starters, lots of strikeouts. Eric Fetty had 6 Ks, 1 walk, 5 2/3. And the Yankees, 10 of their last 12. They are the best team in the American League along with Boston. So Bryce, last 5 games, as you check the Nats lineup, on base 9 times, 22 plate appearances. The Nats are 10th in the league in batting average and in runs. They're 4th in homers and still set the pace as far as stolen bases. So Murphy in there again as the DH. Sonny Gray, career, 28 years of age. No record, 2 starts as an Oakland Athletic against the Nats.
There you see the arsenal against Sonny Gray tonight. Fastball hitting 300 against it. No decision last start on the 6th against the Blue Jays. Tossed a season-high 8 innings, shutout innings against the Blue Jays. Struck out 8. Retired the first 12 batters he faced his last start. So that's his best start as a Yankee. First time he has had a scoreless start since coming over here last July. Defense for the Yankees tonight. Gardner, Hicks, Judge the outfield. Gregorius Andujar, the third baseman. Torres Bird on the right side, and Austin Romine behind the plate. Andujar at third, not Andujar. There he is. Having a nice season for the Yanks.
Yeah, one of the best hitting rookies in baseball right now. More on that when he comes up. First up, it'll be Adam Eaton for the Nats, who in 10 games is 12 for 37. Last night he got an infield hit his second time up, 1 for 4. A little late starting tonight. ESPN is here as well. 7:08 and Gray fires a fastball in there.
The key to facing Sonny Gray tonight for the Nats is get ahead in the count. When Sonny Gray's ahead, opponents are hitting 118 against him. When he's behind, opponents are hitting 444.
Target in. That's a big breaking ball, 0-2. Adam is 2 for 8 career against Gray with a pair of walks.
Hearing the roll call again tonight. Right field fans here at Yankee Stadium chanting the players' names. They go around the horn.
Greg Bird, the shortest. A little shorter than Gleyber Torres. And here's a 1-2. And that's a fastball that just misses. The way Brian O'Nora, the 27-year veteran, stood up, I thought he might be about to punch Adam out, but it was just off the plate. 2-2. Can you call an umpire for a balk? I'm glad he ruled the way he did. Adam's still alive. Pitch number 5. And he'll continue to stay alive. Straight Turner, he had a knock last night. Nats had 5 hits, but never more than 1 in any inning. They were given 3 walks, and Bryce was hit a couple of times. Ended up stranding 9 runners in that 3-0 loss. And Eaton will drill one out to the gap in left center. Brett Gardner cannot get there, and it bounces over that high wall. It's a double for Adam Eaton to start the game. A beautiful job of going the other way for his 4th double.
Well, that front hip sinker went his way. He stayed in the fight, fouled off a tough pitch. Then he gets the tailing fastball, started inner third, ran right down the middle, and Eaton's got a lot of pop for a little guy, and this ball was hit to left center. So there goes the no-hitter. Adam Eaton with the first knock of the night, a leadoff double. See if Trey Turner can move him along here or more.
Yeah, he had his other 3 doubles his first 8 games before getting hurt. Trey 1 for 2 against Gray with a walk and 2 batted in. Didi Gregorius trying to hang around the bag to keep Eaton as close as he can.
See, you haven't scored in 2 games. You're having trouble generating runs. You fly like Trey Turner does. This would not be the worst time to bunt.
Right.
Just lay one down, get the run at third, maybe get an early run on the board when you've been shut out a couple games in a row. You know, normally, yeah, swing away, it's a first inning. You don't bunt a guy over, but when you're scuffling to cross the plate, maybe you get an early run and it relaxes everybody in the third base dugout.
Count goes to 0-2 now. Hey, if it makes you feel any better, the Cubs got shut out this afternoon. They haven't scored in their last 2 games.
No, it didn't make
Doesn't make me feel any better, but the Nats are not alone in this category.
Ooh.
Trey Turner fouls one, then it bounces and comes up and gets him right in the face.
Check it out from the side. Where'd it get him? Ooh, left eye. Maybe some helmet in there. Looks like he's okay. We'll look at it one more time. He's getting back in the batter's box, so that could have been ugly.
Good job by Brian O'Nora, who really didn't need to dust off the plate much, but he gave Trey a bunch of time to recover. They're playing him the other way with a center fielder. Big gap left center. Turner will go the other way and try to drop one right field line, but about 3 or 4 feet foul.
Trying to move him even with 2 strikes.
And then Bryce on base 4 times last night. Went into Davey Martinez's office after the game, said, hey, I'm okay. I'm good to go tomorrow. That was a rough evening. Pretty good battle here, 0-2. That one bounces and blocked well by Austin Romine. So Davies Nats a game and a half back of the Braves, who shut out the Mets today. Atlanta 39-28. The Nats 36-28 with 3 games in hand. Target in.
There's a division. The Braves up a game and a half. They won today.
Yeah, they got a big time start out of young Mike Soroka today. He beat Jacob deGrom. Vizcaíno got his 12th save, and Freddie Freeman hit his 14th home run. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball away.
It's a good take. Another strike for a long time. That's a cutter from Sonny Gray. Just broke real late. All over the joint.
Way upstairs, and now after 0-2 for a while with some foul balls, it's a full count.
When the Nats saw Sonny Gray as an Oakland Athletic, he reminded me of a young Tim Hudson. And then since he's been in New York, hasn't really gone the way he'd loved it to. Like I said, though, coming off his best start as a Yankee against the Jays last time.
Yeah, he was highly coveted on the free agent market. Trey Turner continues to foul him off wherever Sonny Gray puts him. Ended up being a trade from Oakland to the Yankees. Trading deadline 2 years ago. Chopper, that'll advance the runner. And Turner trying to leg one out. That's a base hit all the way. There's no way Didi Gregorius would have thrown out Turner on that slow bouncer.
Yeah, Trey speed, that's a hit. So nice job of staying in the fight. 3-2, he's still got Adam Eaton over because he's playing the game the right way. He's rewarded with the base hit. And no way Didi's getting him right there. So now runners at the corners, a base hit for Trey Turner, and Bryce Harper trying to do some damage and put his team up by at least 1, 2, or 3. Who knows?
Well, the Nats are way ahead of last night's pace already. Bryce was walked twice and then hit twice.
He's looking for something up right here to drive to the big part of the ballpark. So Sonny Gray, everything he throws goes down. Bryce is looking for something around the belt that he can drive.
Yeah, and Turner may be taken off to second, possibly in play here. Trey is 18 out of 19, second in the league.
I think you let Bryce hit for a minute here. Put that big hole over on the right side. We'll see.
Gregorius shading up the middle. Oh for 2 of the walk against Sonny Gray career. Looking cool and old school with the black spikes. Target away from Romine. 2-0.
Good take. Count leverage. Opponent's hitting 750 off Sonny Gray in a 2-0 count. So Bryce has got that going for him, which is nice. I mean, think about what Sonny Gray's going through right now. He's got Bryce Harper at a 2-0 count. He's got 18 stolen bases at first base. I mean, where's his concentration going? I mean, he's worried about Turner, but he's got Bryce Harper in the box. And this is where Bryce usually feasts on something.
There goes Turner, and Harper all in on the 2-0 heater. Let's look inside the numbers presented by PNC Bank. Make today the day. So Bryce has done that. No at bats 4 times on base, reaching 3 times now. First time was September 3rd of 15. The Braves walked him 4 times. And we all remember the crazy weekend at Wrigley Field 2 years ago. On May 8th, he walked 6 times in 1 game and was hit by a pitch. They were trying to walk him the other time, but they hit him with ball 2. 2-1. That'll even things up.
They're watching Gray's delivery. He's real deliberate to the plate. Trey Turner can walk into second base. He had a good jump, but if you're Bryce Harper at a 2-0 count with a runner on third, you're not taking anything for a base stealer ever. He did the right thing by hacking. Now he's got to fight. Sac fly zone. He was going. He had a lean.
Two. Rice with 43 RBIs. Turner holding ball 3.
They checked his swing, but it was too late. You got to be quick with that. You know, as soon as you see his hands go as a catcher, you got to check and appeal. They waited a long time, and usually it's too late when you do that. Trey Turner should be off on this pitch. Check it out from the side. What do you think?
Full count, nobody out. Turner running. Strike 3 call. Rice was about to take off his shin guard and go to first. Instead, it's the first out, and Turner swipes number 19.
I'll show it to you again. He held up on pitch number 5, and it looked like Gray dropped the slider in there, backdoor style for strike 3. And now Anthony Rendon going to try to pick everybody up.
Number 100 for Trey Turner. You want number 100 to turn into a run, don't you? So here's Anthony, who's driven in 22. 1 for 6 career against Gray.
So if you're on third base and you're eating, you're going everywhere but right here. You see Bird playing in close to the grass. And then Bob Henley's letting Trey Turner know where Adam Eaton's going to go and not going to go.
Anthony almost homered first time up last night. Then he hit into some really bad luck later.
Tremendous arm in right, in case you're wondering. Oh, Nora did the thing again. I thought he was going to call that strike too. Did you see him stand up?
He stands up, turns to the side like he's going to pull the right arm up, and it's ball 2.
I think he's like a broadcaster saying, you know, when you're thinking about your next word, that's what his stand up and move around thing is. He's thinking about it.
That's well inside. I hesitated there to make the ball 3 call.
There you go.
And then Murph is next.
I don't think Sonny Gray wants to throw a strike here. I think he's thinking, I got a base, and then I'm 1 pitch away. We'll see.
Oh, he grooved a breaking ball. Skied to center. Aaron Hicks trying to get some momentum for the throw. He's going to throw it way up the line. Nats lead 1-0 on Rendon's 23rd RBI.
Good at bat. Got into a 3-1 count. Sonny Gray left one out over the plate up. He was looking for that the whole at bat. And then Aaron Hicks tried to throw one to Davey Martinez in the Nats dugout.
Well, we can put to bed the 19-inning scoreless streak for the offense. And now Murph 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts last night.
Surprised that Trey didn't go to third there, but with 2 outs, not that important. Just because that throw was launched so high.
Daniel 0 for 3 career against Gray.
So Murph got here early today and hit early on the field. He stayed late last night after the game and hit in the cage.
Some run on that 94, and it's 1-1.
Nats are 31-11 when they score first.
Murphy over 400 with runners in scoring position last year. And a 1-2 with 2 outs. They want to jam him, and he pulls it foul. That's going to take Sonny Gray up to 31 pitches here in the first inning.
You know, Murph did all that damage in 2016 and 2017. It was on that pitch. You remember how he used to just hang out over the plate? They'd try to front hip sinker him. He'd stay inside the baseball and drive it to right. Pretty good swing so far by Murph in this at bat. Better than he took last night. He looks like he got some work done today.
That ball bounces. He's bounced a couple this inning. So Trey Turner has stolen his 100th base. Daniel Murphy's looking for his 600th run batted in here. And he's doing some extra work after the game starts as well.
Fouled it off his shoe and pointed right to his shoe like, I fouled it off my shoe. It's not a fair ball. I miss the animated Murph. It's nice to have him back.
Murphy to the gap in right center, but it's hanging and over to grab it, Judge. That's an 18-minute top of the first inning. Hey, buddy, the Nats are on the board. Get in the ballpark. We got some curly W's here tonight. State from Syracuse and pitch at Yankee Stadium. That's what Eric Fetty was told yesterday, facing this lineup. Yankees 5th in the American League in batting average, 2nd in runs to Boston, 1st in the planet in homers. And Miguel Andujar, good-looking young player, hitting .310. His 31 extra base hits lead all major league rookies. 8 homers, 28 RBIs. Another young bat in this big-time Yankee lineup. And the Eric Fetty story continues. 3-2, 4.76 and 11 starts at AAA Syracuse.
At 6'4", 180. Last start against the Braves AAA team, Gwinnett gave up 2 runs on 8 hits, struck out 6 AAA Braves, earned the 3-2 win in that one. 4th major league start, fastball, cutter, curveball change. 3-1 loss against the Padres on the 23rd in his only start this year as a Nat.
And still hunting that first big league win. All the Yankees get their first look at him. Fastball low to Brett Gardner. Gardner a base hit last time up last night. But in 24 games, he's hit .344 with a .411 on base percentage. Ball 2.
His 5th career start, excuse me.
That's on the outside edge. Good run. And now ball 3 against the Padres May 23rd in that other start. Didn't give up his 2nd hit until the 3rd inning and his 3rd hit in the 5th inning. Nats couldn't get anything going against Tyson Ross that night. And Brett Gardner will greet him with a base hit. Yankees don't run a ton. Gardner's 6 out of 7.
And right back up the middle, Fetty, a good athlete, fields his position well, but that had a tricky little hop as it went by him. So he's staked to a huge 1-0 lead, and it's his job to keep it for the rest of the game. Is that a lot of pressure?
There's your run, big boy.
There's your run. Go get him.
There's Aaron Judge, speaking of big boys. All 6'7", 282 of him.
I'd imagine controlling the pulse for Eric Fetty tonight, maybe the most important thing. Full house, Yankee Stadium, pretty good ball club, 43-19. Talked about how this place can make you nervous no matter how long you've been playing in the league.
Runner going. Keyboom's throw is short, and it's into center field. And on the error, runner at third, nobody out.
And sometimes a middle infielder, you can tell if the guy's got the bag stolen. Brett Gardner with a great jump right here. And when you can tell if he has it stolen, it's super important to keep the ball in front. I think Wilmer got his glove caught on Brett Gardner's arm. Did you see that on the last replay? I didn't see that initially. That's why he couldn't glove the baseball. Check it out. Wilmer's trying to pick the ball here, and it gets caught on Brett Gardner's arm. Watch his glove in Gardner's left arm. So he's going to come up with the baseball here if he can, but it gets caught on Gardner's forearm, and he can't get the glove away from his arm. That's why it went into center field.
One and two now. Close, very close.
Shaking the dirt out of his glove.
Aaron Judge, 85 strikeouts, 5th most in the American League. Gregorius on deck. And a fly ball to right center that'll tie the game. And for Eric Fetty, tie score, bases empty, start over, and take on Didi Gregorius.
And that's defense tonight behind Eric. Soto, Harper, Eaton in the outfield. Turner, Defoe up the middle. Rendon, Adams at the corner. Spencer Kibu behind the plate. Juan Soto's first start here in the Bronx, Yankee Stadium, 19 years old. Have fun.
Didi Gregorius has 4 career multi-homer games. 3 of them this year. And last night he went deep in the 2nd and in the 6th. Both against Tanner Roar. So he's hit 13. 2-0.
It was CC and Didi last night for the Yankees.
It was. Hot shot, Defoe right there. 2 outs.
And I don't think if you're a player you want the initials EE.
Now Fetty against Giancarlo.
You would
Steps in
think,
at 240.
excuse me, Carp, you'd think with this closed stance that sinker in would work. We'll see where they go and how they try to get Giancarlo out tonight.
Ball hammered into right. Fetty mislocation to the other side of the plate. Giancarlo just really hit it hard.
Well, that close stance keeps your front side in there, so he's looking for something out over to drive. I think they wanted that elevated, and they got it elevated, just cut to the other side of the plate. And now with that closed stance, just tomahawk it to right. 107-mile-an-hour single for Stanton.
Center fielder Aaron Hicks. Shift on.
We have fun with the hit speeds and the exit velocity, but you know what? Whether it's 107 or 87 or 77, a single's a single. You're still standing on first.
I'll give Giancarlo 2 of those a night.
You don't get 10 more points on your average because it was over 100.
Hey, don't think the analytics guys haven't thought of that.
Yeah.
They'd like to give an extra point or 2 for those, I think.
Go to arbitration. My client had 76 hits over 105 miles an hour last year, and you need to pay him. Well, not this guy. He's got all the money in the world, but somebody else.
Yeah, that's when you come back and say, but how many whiffs went along with that? In this day and age, it's a lot. Switch hitting Aaron Hicks, 246 left-handed, 248 overall. Defoe a step onto the outfield grass. Giancarlo 2 for 2 stealing this year. And Defoe will be able to get to the dirt to field that one. So Eric Fetty gives up a couple of hits, sac fly in there. Top of the second, Matt Adams will lead off in a 1-1 game.
United States Army, a happy birthday. For those men and women serving this country, we so appreciate your sacrifice and your service.
Bob Henley loves the military. He gives us great messages, and we're a day early with a happy 243rd birthday to the United States Army.
If Bob was in the military, he'd be the guy with the trumpet playing it and then saying charge.
Yeah. And he'd have a weapon in the other hand. Experience the power and toughness of Ram at your local dealer. Log on to ramtrucks.com to get to work. Guts Glory Ram. Our do-ups top 2. It's Adams, it's Soto, it's Defoe. Matt facing Sonny Gray for the first time, so each pitcher facing 5 hitters in long first innings for each, and that's going to beat the shift. Way to the right of Gleyber Torres, and 2 innings in a row now. The Nationals have their leadoff man aboard.
I feel like beat the shift should be a sponsored element. Beat the Shift brought to you by Pat Adams with a good swing. D.D. Gregorius saying, why wasn't I over there? Skip. Pat Adams will take it. Pat Adams can hit. I mean, he, besides Howie Kendrick, I feel like, has been the most consistent hitter all year for this ball club.
So here's young Juan Soto. Fastball, a good one from Gray. 20 for 61, his first 19 big league games, adding up to a .328 average. So the Nats are 3 for 5 already with a sac fly. I love this stat on Soto. I mentioned the 20 big league hits. 9 of them have gone to the opposite field.
Showing a lot of pop to the left center field gap down the left field line.
That ball's down the left field line and slicing away from Brett Gardner. Pretty cozy down in that corner as well. Nobody talks about the left field corner here because it gets a whole lot deeper after the 318. Right field, more of a gradual deepening of the wall where it's 314. And a little bit of tribute to old Yankee Stadium. Left center, 399. Anthony Rendon found out about that the hard way last night. One and two. Another impressive thing about Juan, 61 official at bats, 11 strikeouts, 11 walks.
Runners on, locks in. Runners off pretty good too.
Almost guided it the other way for a double.
Spread out, choked up, put it in play.
Love
Tried
it.
to steer a double down the left field line. Watch the approach. Got so much plate coverage up and away. And he gets on top of it too. A lot of lefties are low ball hitters. Watch Soto get on top of this baseball. Rolled the wrists, almost served it into left. Twos are wild.
Takes 2 strike pitches like a veteran. So here's Nissan with the entire AB so far. Pitch number 7 coming. Wow. From 1 and 2 to a walk, 2 on, nobody out for the second straight inning.
It's good at bat. Line moving here in the second. Smile for Juan Soto.
Wilmer Difo is next. Batted 9th last night. Last 3 times up, robbed of a hit, short left by Gregorius. Blooped one in and then lined out to right to end the game. That's a line drive, and there's a double play. Matt Adams took a couple of fatal steps toward third base, and the 4-6, 2 outs.
Well, good swing by Wilbur. And Matt Adams forgot to check where the second baseman was playing. Low line drives in the infield usually go back a step. And even if you freeze, it's too late. But the jab step toward third cost the Nats an out.
And it's up to Spencer Keyboom now, the number 9 hitter. Had a couple of knocks on the homestand, and now picked off is Soto. The Nats are obviously going to have a look at it. Nobody's quite left the field yet.
Well, Greg Bird hasn't left the field yet, and he would know better than anybody.
Bang, bang.
think he got in there, but I'm not sure. What do you got here? No challenge, got him.
Yeah,
right on the shoulder.
Challenge.
That's the third time Juan Soto's been picked off in his short major league career. Juan Soto, check out the lead, 13 feet. See the cutout here at Yankee Stadium? It's pretty deep. A lot of times you use that as your point of reference, but Michael A. Taylor is the only one we've ever seen out that far. And it looked like he slipped a little bit getting back. And maybe he lost his reference because of the cut being so deep. First time on base here in this ballpark. But like I said, going to the break, he's been picked off first twice now, and he got picked off second once. So he went to push off with his right foot. The dirt came out. And first and second, nobody out. Turned into a 1-2-3 inning in a minute.
Yeah, matter of seconds it seemed. Davey Martinez wants his ball club to be a running club and be aggressive. Lately it hasn't worked out real well. And you know what? It sticks out more when you're not scoring a lot of runs.
It does.
So here we go, bottom two, and Miguel Andujar is the leadoff man for the Yankees.
But the thing is, though, when you're not scoring runs, base runners are at a premium. You know, when you're scoring runs, there's traffic all over the place all the time. But when you're not scoring runs and you get a base runner out there, it's like gold. So you got to treat it like gold.
Andujar, just 23 years of age, from the Dominican, signed with the Yankees at the age of 17 in 2011. He was 4 for 7 in 5 games in a September cup of coffee last year with the big club. And he's off to a good start here. He's aggressive, doesn't walk much, 9 times. Andujar, Bird, and Romine, bottom of the second for New York. Eric Fetty, by the way, first inning, 18 pitches, 10 strikes. The 2-out hit by Giancarlo Stanton made that run earned in the first inning after the throwing error by Kieboom. Eric had a tough time getting here yesterday. Told me last night his plane got turned around. Went back to Syracuse. He took about a flight and a half to get here. Little chopper right side. Matt Adams told Fetty he had it. 3 unassisted, 1 out.
All right, join the Nats players and broadcasters and supporting their favorite charities with the inaugural Nationals Charity Bracket Challenge. Proceeds will benefit great causes such as Zim's Foundation, Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So it's Adam Eaton against me in the first round. Vote for me, code Team FP. My charity's the Dream Foundation, and I have the luxury of being up here on TV telling you to vote for me, and Adam Eaton doesn't. So I'm gonna wear it out. Sorry, Adam. You got no chance. You're way out there in the outfield, and I'm up here at the microphone, buddy.
Yeah, I think it's about time I paid a visit to Mr. Eaton, worked out a little arrangement.
Team FP, baby, all the way. Oh, it's all for a good cause.
Cool.
We're going to have some fun with it.
Greg Bird, the first baseman. That ball is high and deep and way out of here. Told you last night in 15, he hit 11 homers in his first 46 big league games. And the Yankees feel if they can keep this guy healthy, they're on to something at first base. That's his third of the year and 10 hits.
Yeah, slider, it didn't do a ton. And Bird caught it out front. And in this ballpark, in case you don't know or missed it last night, that's where it goes big time. A lot of carry from the bullpen over. There's the details on it. 354, 103.3.
2-1 Yankees. Austin Romine, the hitter. Across the street, way back when, they used to call those Ruthian clouts because Babe Ruth used to hit his home runs so high and far. And now it's 0-2. Fedde to Romine. First home run Eric Fedde's given up this year. And a bouncer up the middle. Trey Turner to his left, timing it. So he got there right on that last hop. 2 down.
It's the first home run Eric's given up since May 2nd. He only gave up 3 in AAA, and it was all in the same game on May 2nd.
Now he'll face another one of the Yankees' young building blocks. 21-year-old second baseman Gleyber Torres. 1 for 3 last night. Huge deal in the American League with the DH. You got guys hitting ninth, batting 285, 290, 300 in some cases. Scherzer will pitch Saturday in Toronto. Gio gets the call Friday. Off speed, swing and a miss. First K and a good one by Eric Fedde. So he's had a little bit of adversity in his first 2 innings. 2-1 New York.
happy birthday. Thank you for your service to our country. Without the Army, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you for giving us the greatest gift, which is freedom. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. Outstanding. 2-3-0 Yankees, 1-3-1 Nats. Key, Boom, Eaton, Turner, top of the third. Enhance your next game day experience with the MLB Ballpark app. You can access and manage your tickets, enjoy check-in offers, exclusive content. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Spencer Kimu was at the plate when Juan Soto was picked off, ending the second, and a strike. And that ball cutting away. 1-1. So the Nats catcher, 5 for 24. Couple of RBIs as a big leaguer.
It's a big pitch. Opponents hitting 118, 1-2 against Sonny Gray and 462, 2-1.
That one over to the left side. Gregorius, and a long stretch by Greg Bird for the first out. Third inning. Nats have a walk tonight for every time the Nationals take a free pass. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield gives $50 to support Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Washington. Almost $12,000 now. Care First encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Go for a walk. Adam Eaton did more than that. He doubled to left center starting the game. And then on the second out of the inning, after a Turner base hit, scored on a sac fly by Anthony Rendon.
But I just think the 1-1 count's the biggest count in every at bat. It just turns the tide either way. It's the swing pitch for me. But with Sonny Gray, the numbers are astounding. 462 versus 118 after this pitch.
And that's fair. Left field side. Ball's going to carry him right out to Gardner. We might have a play with a good throw. And Adam Eaton is out. That ball took a friendly carom to the home team left fielder, and he took care of the rest.
So the reason this happened is the carom you're talking about, there was a little hesitation to see fair foul by Eaton, and he has to negotiate corners now. He rounded the base, and there was a little slippage coming around first, and it looked like he slid too soon. Kind of stuck in the dirt, didn't he? And then he tried to do the Superman slide. So the base pass of the Nats not getting along here tonight at Yankee Stadium. I like the hustle, I like the effort, and sometimes, that's a play that he would have made it to second to before all the leg stuff easily, even with the carom.
Nats 4 hits already, but now they've lost 3 runners on the bases. Fastball down to Turner. 2-0 to Trey.
That one, though, is one a manager could live with, Carp. He's trying to stretch a single into a double, and he's hustling. That's just being aggressive. The other two, maybe not so much.
Nasty breaking ball evens things up.
Truth, a good at bat first time up, stayed in it for a long time, hit a tapper to short, advanced the runner, and got himself on.
First pitch, 7:08. We are into the 8 o'clock hour here. Yankees 2, Nats 1. 7 hits in the ball game, 4 by Washington.
Oh, they got fun facts on the scoreboard here. Do you know that his 13-game hitting streak from May 19th to June 1st was the longest by a Nats player this year?
They got
Oh, hey.
they got that from the scoreboard guy in San Diego, who you stole it from originally.
All right. The scoreboard's doing my work for me tonight. I like it.
2-2 up the middle, and Trey Turner's 2-for-2. Eaton and Turner are 4 for 4. Now it's Bryce Harper. So losing Eaton at second base doesn't cost the Nats a chance to get Harper to the plate here in the third. First time up, caught looking, borderline pitch on a full count.
I know the Nats only played 2 games here, but there's a really big part of me that would love to see Bryce just hit one as far as you can possibly hit one to right field here. Just because the ball flies here, he's so strong, and just run into a fastball and see what happens.
Right center, big time jet stream here. Turner took a couple of steps and went back. He's already swiped 1 tonight. And that draws a throw. Oh my goodness, another runner's been lost. That cannot happen with Bryce Harper at the plate. 2 pickoffs. A double play, a runner picked off at second. Nats are going to have a look at it here. Wow.
It was another footing issue at first. He slipped. It must be loose dirt. They're going to check it, but that's 4 outs if it stands on the bases for the Nats, and you usually don't see that. And against a good team, like I said, when you're not scoring, base runners are at a premium. Check it out again. Did he get back? Watch the footing issue first. No, that wasn't an issue there. That was my bad. Check that. I thought he slipped a little bit. He didn't.
So the Nats challenging. Umpires have to walk all the way to the outfield end of the third base dugout to pick up the gear. First base Field and Colbert, the crew chief, made the call, and he's joined by Brian O'Nora, the home plate umpire. CB Buckner's at second, Chris Conroy at third tonight.
Is his hand there? Looked like his hand got back, but I don't know if there's enough to overturn it. The initial call was out, so it has to be overwhelming evidence. Sonny Gray has a good move, though. I think we've seen that so far.
Nats at Toronto this weekend.
Yeah, Michael Morse will be filling in if you haven't heard. The Beast will be in the booth. Looks good. Looks like he's still in playing shape. Got a wife and 2 kids now. They reside in Florida. He has a 3-year-old and a 5-month-old, in case you're wondering.
And he's dressed all in black like the rest of us will be on the charter tonight. It's a Men in Black trip to Toronto. We'll get into year-by-year details of Mikey's career here in a moment if this thing doesn't speed up. taken a while. This is where a lot of people get upset, because if you can't figure it out in a minute or so.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys standing at first base right now. And Bryce is still at the plate by himself. Doesn't know if he's hitting or not.
Look how big Aaron Judge is compared to everybody.
Hey, Bryce is just standing there. There's no catcher. He's just standing by home. Like, are we playing?
I'll tell you what would be interesting here. Give Bryce a tee and let him launch some into the right field seats while we're waiting.
Well, it would be interesting if you, I don't know, had a party at first right now.
Runners out. All that for that. Is that a robot?
Second base there. He tries to get a lean. Watch the last step. Right there with a little jab, and that's the difference between safe and out.
And here's our Fios by Verizon Exmo. The 100% fiber optic network means more speed for more devices at once. Visit getfios.com. So the Nats have had 5 hits, a walk, but they've stranded just 1 runner. Here we go, bottom third, top of the order for the Yankees. Brett Gardner started their night off with a base hit up the middle, stole second, went to third on a key boom throwing error, and scored on the Aaron Judge sac fly. The homer, second inning by Greg Bird, gave them the lead. Fetty, 35 pitches, 22 strikes, first 2 innings. .30 pitch in there. And Fetty will spear that one and run it almost all the way over to Matt Adams. 1 out. More on Eric Fetty. Here's Dan.
Bob, earlier today I asked pitching coach Derek Lilliquist what the biggest key is to Eric Fetty staying up here at the major league level and having success, and he said it's fastball command. That's actually what the Nats tasked Fetty with when he was sent back down to the minors after his last major league start a few weeks ago, improving the command of his heater, allowing him to get into advantageous counts and then mix in his off-speed stuff, which Lilliquist really liked his last start up here.
Yeah, a couple of injuries providing him an opportunity with Strasburg on the DL. Jeremy Hellickson before that. And here's Aaron Judge. 348 at Yankee Stadium this year. 6th highest batting average American League for any home player. Sac fly first time.
It's a nice 3-0 comeback to get Brett Gardner, but you can't fall behind these guys consistently. I mean, that's what the Yankees do. They grind out at bats, they get the pitch count up, they swing at strikes and take balls. That's why they're 43-19 for the most part.
Red Sox won their game today, beat the Orioles, who've lost 7 straight. So Boston a half game up on New York. Aaron Boone given a pretty talented ball club. And all the firepower you could want. And they're pitching 3rd best ERA in the American League. Locked down back end of the bullpen. We saw that last night. Didi Gregorius next here in the 3rd.
There's an old saying that anybody can drive a Cadillac, meaning if you have talent, that's all you need as a manager. But in this city, I totally disagree.
That ball was hanging, and this one's going off the wall. So deep out there. Harper over to help out Soto, and it's a long ringing double for Aaron Judge. That's getting out to the deepest part of the park there.
A 3-1 pitch, and he's on the curveball. A guy that tries to go to right center field mostly. Catches the off speed out in front. It was just a matter of if it was staying in the ballpark. Had a lot of top spin to it, and I think that's why it did stay in the park. Good hustle by Bryce to come over and play the carom. Keep it to just a double.
Gregorius, hot shot first time, ground ball right at Wilmer Defoe.
But the reason it's more than just having good players in the city, Carp, and I think Joe Torre did it the best, is you know, there's a lot of distractions here. There's a lot of media here. Everything's blown out of proportion here. They're passionate fan base, but you know, keeping that clubhouse and keeping everybody in that clubhouse on the same page isn't easy in a big market like this. So Aaron Boone's done a nice job of that. And Joe Torre, I went to spring training with the Yankees my last year, and he said the reason we win here is we all check our egos in at the door. We don't care what our numbers are. We have one goal, and that's to have a parade and win a championship. And I get a lot of credit for what goes on here. So does Jeter, so does Posada, so does Clemens. But the bottom line is we just want to win, and we don't care who gets the credit. And I think that's the trick to managing the Yankees with all the distraction, all the expectation. You know, 27 world championships. If you don't win one here, it's not a good season. It's been that way for a long time. So how do you keep everybody on the same page as a skipper in this media market with the expectations that the Yankees have year in, year out?
Yeah.
Not easy.
Well, you think back to the tumultuous days of Billy Martin, Lou Piniella, great baseball man. A lot of great crazy stuff going on then as well. It's
right.
just, it's a different kind of place. And it's not for everybody to manage here. That's behind the runner. Turner will scoop it. Fire out Gregorius with Aaron Judge moving to third on the second out.
It's not for everybody to play here, too. A lot of guys that haven't been in a media market like this have trouble with it. So it's his job to keep everybody relaxed, having fun, locked in, keep what happens in the clubhouse and away from all the distractions. And really now, Carp, what this game has evolved into is young managers, you know, relating to young players. You know, the whole I used to be, you know, mean and you're not playing, you're bent. That doesn't work with these guys anymore.
Yeah.
The tough love thing does not work at this level. So that's why you're seeing a lot of managers that can relate.
Hot shot left side off Rendon's glove. 3-1 Yankees. We'll see how they score it. That ball was scalded.
It's a 108-mile-an-hour topspin ground ball. And once it hit that second hop in the dirt, it was going to shoot on Rendon. It did. So a lot of spin. That ball picked up speed. He tried to flag it down. It was going by.
Base hit, we are told. So the Yankees 2 in this inning, 5 in the game. RBI number 35 for Stanton, and Aaron Hicks, the hitter. Bounced out to Defoe into the shift first time up. Nissan pitch cast on strike 2.
Good sinker, 96 right under his hands. Little run back to it. See Kieboom setting up behind Aaron Hicks right there almost.
And these two have worked together this year.
And a lot in the minor leagues too. Stanton 2 stolen bases on the year. He's the kind of guy that'll try to get that walking lead.
On the appeal, Chris Conroy says no. And this one out of play.
Pitch number 58 coming from Eric Fetty.
And that ball is hit high and deep to center. Bryce Harper under it. And he will lead off in the top of the 4th. Yankees making the most of their chances so far.
Matt Adams got doubled up. Juan Soto got picked off. So first and second, nobody out. Turned into a 1-2-3 inning. Adam Eaton's hustling right there. I don't think anybody has a problem with that one. And then Trey Turner, who rarely gets picked off, has been picked off a couple times lately. So not the best nights on the bases. 15 minutes could save you 50% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save. If that happened in the old Yankee Stadium, you would say the ghosts were out tonight, because weird things used to happen in that ballpark. But it's been a weird one here tonight so far.
Top of the fourth, Bryce was at the plate when Turner was picked off. Nats have had Sonny on the ropes a couple of times early in the game. Close, ball one. And a breaking ball tapped to the right side for Bird. Threw it behind Sonny Gray, who had to do a little skip to find the bag. 3-1, 1 out, fourth inning.
All right, you want to join us for the 2019 season? Make your 2019 Nats Plus initial payment today. If you do that, potential 18 and 19 postseason games, you get tickets for those in limited time. Get access to the 2018 All-Star Game as well. Visit nationals.com/2019. They'll be there in 2019. They don't look too happy right now.
Yeah, cheer up, guys.
Let's go. You're at the Yankee Stadium. It's only the fourth inning. They're down by 2. It's not the end of the world.
They're waiting to be cheered up. It's not their fault. Fastball by Rendon for a strike. Anthony hit a sac fly out to center first time. Getting to twilight time here. And that one rides high, 3-1. Nats have had at least 2 base runners in each inning so far.
He went to 2-1, and the Yankees put 3 guys on the left side. They must have a lot of data that shows that Anthony pulls when he's ahead in the count, but he's got the whole right side if he wants it here.
He's going to pull it over there. Cut off by Andujar. And a good pick by Greg Bird. 2 down. No better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day. And we'll check in on Double-A Harrisburg third baseman Kelvin Gutierrez. We've checked in on him several times. So his latest streak, a week and a half, hitting .341. 7-game streak. Kelvin Gutierrez.
Call him up.
And all those kids at Harrisburg have had some pretty big-time teammates at times this year. Murphy, Eaton, Brian Goodwin's been over there. Here's Daniel. Fly ball to shallow right first time. Actually, kind of drove it toward the gap a little bit, and Judge was able to get over in plenty of time to grab it.
Good swing. Time you're thinking for hits to get his first hit this year. A lot more balance through the swing, working with Kevin Long last night and today. It'll happen. He can hit.
2-1. Now 3 infielders move to their left. Third baseman, shortstop, second baseman. Fastball away. Now they're going to move a little more on 3-1. Full count. And a good AB by Daniel Murphy, who goes down to first base now for the first time since he's been back. For Sonny Gray, walk number 2, and Matt Adams gets a shot here. That could be a big 2-out free pass. Sonny Gray, by the way, first 6 starts this year, 7.39 ERA. Last 4, he's been at 2.45, and that goes to FP's point earlier. He's been getting ahead of guys where he was falling behind 2-1 early in the season. Came into tonight 4-4 with a 481 earned run average and a 254 opponent's batting average. Adams beat the ship with a hard ground ball right side first time up. First baseman Bird playing near Murphy, but a step or 2 off the bag. Not expecting him to be running. He launches one into the right field corner. Murphy digging for second, heading for third. Adams will stop, knowing that Aaron Judge has a great arm. Probably doesn't know he has 5 outfield assists. But Matt Adams is 2 for 2, and the Nats have a corner situation with 2 down.
That's a bullet. Fastball down in right into Matt Adams' sweet spot. He loves it there. Any elevation, you got a tie ball game. But yeah, hit too hard on that short porch to try to stretch it into 2. And after what's happened already tonight, better safe than sorry. And move the line to the 19-year-old, see what happens.
We're told the entire Massa network had their hands up at third base, putting the stop sign on everybody. Here we go. It's Soto. Who would you rather have up there right now? He had a great at bat first time up. Went from 1-2 to a walk. And takes ball 1 here.
Staring him down.
High in the air. Slicing away from Gardner. And see you later. Another opposite field extra base hit for Soto, and it's a 3-run homer. They're in a better mood.
They're happy.
And so are we. 4-3 Nats.
Boy, he must create just tons of backspin. He hit that ball straight up, but I'm saying that's an out. It's twilight, so we couldn't see it. But that had a 45-degree launch angle. That was straight up the elevator shaft, and all of a sudden the Nats got a 4-3 lead on Juan Soto's 4th home run of the year. 19 years old, Yankee Stadium homer to give his team the lead. Unbelievable.
His 4th is a big leaguer. RBIs from 8 to 11.
I mean, it had the sound. There was no doubt about the sound. But look how high it is. I don't even think he knew. And then watching Brett Gardner, I'm like, oh, he's just cruising over. He's going to catch it. And then he just takes a beeline to the fence. And it just got out of here. I think first row. Show me the end again. Yeah, first row.
And now 10 of his 21 hits to the opposite field. 4-3 Nationals. Defoe lined into a double play first time, hit the ball with authority. 3-1.
How'd that ball get out of here?
Sonny Gray, 8th homer given up this year.
So the Flags Carp, look over the first base dugout. They're blowing out to left, and there's a stiff breeze. He got that up and out of the stadium where the wind could actually affect it. Above the lights. The 45-degree launch angle helped that thing blow out of here, and that's why you saw Brett Gardner take that weird angle to the ball.
And Defoe to the left side, and Duhar thrown across his body with a good play, but a big inning for the Nats. It all started with a 2-out Daniel Murphy walk, a Matt Adams base hit, and a 19-year-old slamming one down the left field line. The Nats 4, Yankees 3 here in the 4th.
The stadium's blocking the wind. The wind's blowing straight out to left, so he hit it so high that it was actually affected by the wind blowing out to left field. Take another look at it. I mean, 45-degree launch angle. For those of you who don't know, 25 degrees is optimal for a home run. It had a great sound, but it got up over the third deck, and that's why Brett Gardner started running toward the fence. So a wind-blown home run that was hit pretty well by Juan Soto to put his ball club ahead.
Homer number 79 for the Nats for each one, up to $200. $250 to the Children's National Health System from our Washington, D.C. Lexus dealers. There's a busted bat, one hopper. Turner, he throws out Andujar. And the home run, the fun from Lexus. Experience amazing. Greg Bird is next. 4 homers and 11 RBIs now in 20 games for Juan Soto. Bird pulled one high into the night his last time up.
Well, after the pickoff at first, he's +3 now in my book.
Correct, you are. Credit Murph, he battled his way to a 2-out walk to get that inning from being a 1-2-3. And the Matt Adams hit, he scorched it.
They're telling me there's only 2 home runs in baseball with a higher launch angle this year than Juan Soto's. 2 at 46 degrees, and one's the 3rd highest at 45.
Pretty sure the other guys were older. I tell you.
He can hit.
Sending a strong message to the organization that I am doing my best to be here to stay. 2-2.
Important for Eric Fetty to throw up a goose egg right here quickly.
4th inning of work. He's at 19 pitches per his first 3. 3 runs on 5 hits. What does he give a guy who hit a home run last time on a 3-2? Gave him 95 and Bird was late. So pitch number 8 coming in this one. Other than pitch number 6, everything away after Bird pulled it last time up. Now they'll go inside, and that was a breaking ball on the other side of the plate, but handled well by Matt Adams, charging hard. 2 outs. The 4th inning of Nationals baseball. It's been a good one so far. Brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4 Toyota. What drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. Beautiful night at Yankee Stadium. 75 at game time. A little warmer than last night. Austin Romine ground ball to Turner first time.
Kind of a random point to make out of nowhere, but somebody just asked me a good question on Twitter. Why don't guys go back to first with their left arm instead of their right? Well, right's the closest to the bag. It's natural. Plus, you protect your face when you're sliding back head first into the bag with your right arm. You go with your left arm, your face is exposed to a bad throw. So it's a very good question. Something I probably should have said earlier. But just so you know at home, that's why. The right arm's kind of closest. It's not natural to go with your left arm, and you're leaving yourself exposed to get drilled right in the face.
0-2. Wow. That's what you can do when you get ahead. There's the shutdown inning. Fedde's second K. Nats on top by 1. Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, veterans, and their families for over 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA and by DynCorp International. We serve today for a better tomorrow. Tonight's game on Masson celebrates the U.S. Army's birthday. Tomorrow, June 14th, 243 years. Largest and oldest established branch of the U.S. military is the Army. We thank all past and current members of the United States Army for their work and dedication in protecting our country. Night falling here in the Bronx. Keyboom, Eaton, Turner. Spencer at the plate when Soto was picked off in the second. Led off the third with a grounder to short. And there's another one out to Gregorius. 82nd pitch by Sonny Gray. Now he's got to face two hitters who are 4 for 4 against him tonight collectively. Adam a double, a single. Turner a pair of singles. Second time around has been a problem for Sonny, huh? So Adam Eaton has picked up at least one hit in all 3 games since his return, and that was coming right at him as he squared. A hit Saturday, a hit last night, 2 tonight.
Right at him, I get it. Love watching this guy play, man. So good to have him back.
Up in the zone, 1-1.
You think they might try him in here, and he can turn and burn if he wants. 2 hits the other way. One to left center, one down the line. Oh, going out there. Usually they try a different zone or a different pitch.
Brian O'Nore's had a strike zone more horizontal than vertical tonight. He's given some outside head pitches here and there. He's a good veteran, 27th year in the big leagues.
Adam didn't like it. He's talking to Eaton right now. Not showing him up, but he's making his point looking down, and so is O'Nora looking down too. It's pro all the way.
Up the middle, crossing behind the bag, Gregorius. 2 down.
All right, Nats will be back in D.C. on June 18th through the 24th for a big homestand. Yankees, you're looking at them. They're coming to town for a Monday game and a half. Orioles and then the Phillies. Sunday night baseball against the Phils on June 24th, so mark that down. Beltway series against the Orioles. That's presented by Innova. Visit nationals.com for tickets.
When that game resumes in the 6th inning, the leadoff hitter, at least the way it ended up last time, would be Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Harper, Rendon, and Adams due up next Monday. We've never said that before.
I don't think we've ever done an open. Well, I haven't with you for a game in the middle of it.
Welcome to the 6th inning of Nationals baseball. Turner tearing down the line, but a good pounce there by Austin Romine, and the Nats go 3 ground balls in a row in the 5th.
And to all the servicemen and women out there, a huge thank you for all that you do for us.
Welcome back to Yankee Stadium. Juan Soto making a big impact in a ball game yet again. And earlier on today, I asked Soto what so far has been the biggest difference between minor league baseball and his time in the majors. And his response was interesting. He didn't say the quality of the off-speed stuff he's seen, the arms he's seen late in ball games out of the bullpen. He said something a little broader. He said the biggest difference is up here, you're expected to know what you need to do every day. You don't have coaches on you telling you to play hard or be a good teammate or a good man or how to go about your work. He said you're expected to learn all that stuff in the minor leagues, and up here, they expect you to show it. So, guys, I thought another mature response from a 19-year-old who continues to play and act beyond his age.
Good stuff, Dan. Great stuff, Juan. And we go bottom 5 with Fetty against Torres. 71st pitch of the night, a strike. And that ball is crushed to left, and this game is tied. High off the back wall of that bullpen, and the rookie Torres with his 12th of the year.
I think it's right where they wanted it. Down and in. Watch the glove. Watch the pitch. It's right to the glove. And Gleyber Torres was looking for the fastball in. You could tell by the swing. And you could tell by how far it went. Back of the bullpen.
All tied up here in the 5th, and here's Brett Gardner, strike 1.
It's a heavyweight fight so far, isn't it?
Trading blows here, not just jabs.
I was about to build on Dan's thing and say, did they teach Juan Soto to stare down a big league pitcher and then take him deep the other way in the minor leagues? Because that's what he did. He's the 3rd visiting teenager in the last 50 years to homer at any Yankee Stadium. The others, Ken Griffey Jr. in '89 and Robin Yount in '75.
We'll take a career anything like those two. Wow. 1-2 to Brett Gardner.
Not an easy lineup to navigate 3 times through.
One and two again. Guy's always been a tough out. Became a Yankee in 2008. He's seen some of the bad times, the rough times around here. After that unbelievable era when Joe Torre and the Yankees won 4 world championships. Overlapped Derek Jeter's career by several years, and kind of the senior guy around here now. Still leading off, still playing hard. And a comebacker. Fetty has it and retires Gardner for the 2nd time in 3 trips. So the pitch count getting up there. Matt Grace. Aaron Judge's next, sack fly and a double. RBI number 46 his first time up. Then when he doubled and Stanton drove him in, he scored his 45th run. Fetty continues to attack. 0-2.
I think Juan Soto's warming up to come in the game right now. Look where he's playing. Almost on the warning track against Aaron Judge.
Big breaking ball on 0-2 to strike him out. Eric Fetty's third K of the night. 2 outs here in the 5th.
Maybe his best pitch of the night. Check out the late movement here on the slider down the way. Judge thinking about something inside. Good pitch.
J.D. Gregorius retired on 2 grounders tonight. 1 to Defoe, 1 to Turner. Trey playing well up the middle here. That ball was down and in.
Somebody gets knocked down nowadays in baseball and everybody wants to kill the pitcher. When that used to happen 3-4 times a game back in the day.
Filling a pothole?
Yeah.
Was Brian O'Nora there in front of the box?
He was. If it hits that, it comes up and hits him. So he replaced a divot right in the front of the left-handed batter's box with his shoe.
Fastball misses. 3-0. John Carlos had a good night. He's on deck. Four-pitch walk. That's Eric Fetty's first walk tonight. Stanton, a base hit to right, and then a hot top spin grounder off the glove of Anthony Rendon for an RBI. Runner on the move. And out. Keyboom, quick release. Looked like Didi had a pretty good jump.
Keyboom or Benito Santiago? From his knees. Throws a bullet with a quick release to get Didi. Gregorius, who is trying to steal second. Watch the throw by Spencer Keyboom. I mean, you got a big guy up there that can hit it far. Watch the release. The bullet right on the money to get Gregorius. What a throw by Spencer Keyboom. They don't get much better than that, folks. 6. Trey Turner having a nice night. 100th career stolen base already. Adam Eaton a couple of hits. Juan Soto with the big blow, but how about Spencer Keyboom throwing out Didi Gregorius? Looked like Didi was having trouble getting to second base, but watch some StatCast on it. Pop time below 2, that's good. 78 miles an hour, that's good. And a nice tag by Wilmer Defoe in the end. So watch Benito Keyboom throw this ball to second base on the money. And he is fired up as he goes back to the Nats dugout. What a throw.
Yeah, with Giancarlo Stanton 2 for 2 in the batter's box. Didi Gregorius trying to swipe a bag.
Nats win this game. I'm going with that as the sneaky play of the night.
Here's Harper against Chasen Shreve. Bryce 1 for 2 career against him. He's a Vegas guy out of Bonanza High School out there. 23rd appearance this year. 29 Ks in 21 innings.
A fastball slider split. They named the high school after a TV show?
Well, they couldn't call it Hoss High School, could they?
Little Hoss out there?
Little Joe High School?
Yeah, we lost,
I think
90% of our viewers with that one.
I think Bonanza, a little cha-ching there. 2-0. My wife Debbie grew up on a street called Fortune Avenue. What else would you call a street in Las Vegas? Couldn't call it Tap City. 2-1.
Then Cartwright, fastball, slider, curveball change.
When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons with some league leaders here. Mike Trout's gone crazy lately. JD Martinez overtaken by the Angels slugger. This is the Nationals' 65th game of the year. And there are some guys in similar duration that are on pace for 50-some home runs. So the Eaton-Turner duo, 4 for 6 tonight. Juan Soto, the big blow. He's walked and he's hit a 3-run opposite field home run.
The split the out pitch for the left-hander. I think that was it right there.
Harper to the right side for Gleyber Torres. Bryce in the series 0 for 2. Pardon me, 0 for 3. All of that tonight. And here's our 9 o'clock top of the hour reset. Yankee Stadium, BCFP DK. And we are in the top of the 6th inning of a 4-4 game that's featured some twists and turns and some fails on the bases for both teams. There's Rendon, sac fly and a ground ball to third, 0 for 1.
Bryce was actually Shreve's catcher in college at Southern Nevada.
Shreve wouldn't let him call pitches that time, though. Up the middle, going to take a good play by Torres. Wow. Throwing back across his body. A lot of velocity on that throw, 2 down.
A lot of Robinson Cano in that play, actually. Go on the shortstop side of second base and just throw it on the run like Cano used to do as a Yankee. Right on the money with the strong arm. Very smooth.
Boy, they've got some kind of young talent on this team. Daniel Murphy. And I would think that Sonny Gray is in the Yankees clubhouse, not only seething over the home run that he gave up, which was a fly ball that blew out of here, but the 2-out walk to Murphy kept that inning going for the Nats to score those 3 runs with the Adams base hit in between.
Picking the brain of one of the best, if not the best. Bryce caught Eric Fetty in high school. At Las Vegas High. And he caught Chasen Shreve out there right now. A lot of Las Vegas here in the ballpark tonight. Not so much in DC.
Caps took care of that.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to go there.
By the way, is the parade done yet? I thought they might still be trucking around town.
Oh, it's all over. Time to detox. Maybe. Good take.
Yeah, full count. A 2-out, none-on situation again. Murphy 1 for 3 career against Shreve with a walk. Swing and a miss. 6th inning over for the Nats. Last hit, Soto, homer in the 4th. 4-4 here in the Bronx. Well, there's a guy who's been outstanding for the Nats. 31-year-old Justin Miller. Unbelievable what he's done. So Achieving More, presented by AT&T. He won his first game as a Nat on 3 pitches. He won his second one by pitching 3 innings. And he's been pretty much incomparable so far. And a few of the Yankees have faced him in the past. Giancarlo Stanton was in the batter's box when Gregorius was caught stealing.
So you got a guy stepping toward third base, and a guy with a closed stance, a pitcher with a closed stance, a hitter with a closed stance, and we're going to do this batter with a closed stance up here.
Calling this pitch over my left shoulder.
Oh.
Swing and a miss.
He's got an invisible fastball. I've been telling all my friends, what's Justin Miller doing? I said his fastball's invisible. You see guys swing through it all the time. 93 miles an hour. Got a slider to go with it at 86. And that bat is all off center.
Then he throws the breaking ball in the same spot and ends up really down and away. Here's the Mercedes-Benz pitch cast.
Nasty slider. Crossfire. It doesn't look like Giancarlo was too comfortable with that. He's kind of inching away from it before he swung. This might be one where you think about opening your stance maybe just for one at bat.
Nasty. Strike 3 call.
18 strikeouts and no walks for Justin Miller. So this one must have been invisible too. A 3-pitch C, a fastball, slider, fastball. And I'm telling you, that's a good look. That couldn't have been comfortable for Stanton at all in any way, shape, or form based on how the pitcher was set up.
Giancarlo now 0 for 2 career against Miller. Here's Aaron Hicks, who's 1 for 1 with a single against him. They saw him some when he was with the Tigers 4 years ago. Next 2 seasons after that with the Rockies. Uncertain swing on a breaking ball diving down and in. So New York's big blows. Greg Bird, 2nd inning homer. Gleyber Torres, 5th inning homer. Stanton has an RBI single, and back in the 1st, Aaron Judge with a sac fly. 4-7-1 Nats. They've left 6. 4-6-0 Yankees. Pardon me, the Nats have only stranded 1 runner. Yankees have stranded a couple.
About a cut to that 93 late. Yeah, 4-seam fastball, cut the fastball, slider. A little more depth in the cutter. Rick Sutcliffe is next door doing the game on ESPN, and I think Justin Miller looks a lot like him.
Yeah, good call. Two balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Swing and a miss on a slider diving. 2 up, 2 strikeout.
19 strikeouts and no walks for Justin Miller. How'd this guy not make a team out of spring training? And thank goodness Mike Rizzo and the Nats scouting department found this guy and signed him, because right now he's arguably their best reliever. Maybe Sean Doolittle and he.
Oh, Ryan Manson was out for a while. Now Brandon Kinsler's out. You talk about the Nats looking for someone to step up and fill a key role. Justin Miller, the timing couldn't have been any better for him and the ball club.
Right, just taking advantage of opportunity, though. Going out there and performing. And you could tell the swagger and the confidence every time out, just the way he's setting up out of the stretch with his back to the hitter. Kind of giving it that long look in after the deep breath right there.
Justin Miller is 31 and no days old. Today's his birthday.
Well, I think he should strike out the side for a really awesome birthday present to himself.
And Duhar, grounder to Adams, grounder to Turner.
Close. Spencer tried to frame it in there, might have missed a little in. He's asking, was that close?
And a 3-2 with Greg Bird on deck. Fastball, see ya. 30 of 31 batters retired. Happy birthday. 3 strikeouts in the 6th. Brought to you by DynCorp International. We serve today for a better tomorrow. And by Navy Federal Credit Union. We serve at DynCorp and at Navy Federal Credit Union. We proudly salute the armed forces, veterans and their families for over 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA. Chrysler Building on the left, Empire State Building on the right. Lower Manhattan. Well, that's Midtown, down the Lower Manhattan to the right. We are way up in the Bronx. And for 243 years, the Army has been defending our nation. Happy birthday tomorrow. Masson, our proud sponsor, salute all of America's Army for their willingness to sacrifice and protect our nation. To the 7th, Matt Adams and Chasen Shreve. And they duel for the first time. Matt 2 for 2 tonight.
I think I got his nickname finally. It's Haas.
Matt?
Yeah, talking about Bonanza. Eric Haas Cartwright. There he is, Haas.
Good call.
It's a good nickname. Good eye.
He's added 9 points to that batting average tonight, up to 273.
Good eye. Knock on the bat now. Watch. Oh no, he didn't do it that time.
Oh, what a pick by Bird. Race to the bag, and Shreve, who got caught ball watching for just a second, barely beat Matt.
Okay, great hustle right there by Matt Adams. 2 for 2 on the night. You don't think about speed when you think of Matt Adams. Watch him barely flag this down, sticks in the glove. And he's like, I got time, it's Matt Adams. But he's busting it down the line. He almost beat it out. You know, something little like that will fire up a ball club. Look at him hustle. Haas getting it down the line, almost beating it out. I love it. That's the way he played the game. Nicely done. A lot of times you see at this level, once the guy gloves it, they just pull up, right? Plays over. Matt Adams hustled all the way. That's the way you do it.
Soto, right center. See you later. Got to be one of the longest homers at Yankee Stadium this year. And the kid's got a couple. The Nats lead 5-4.
How many teenagers have homered twice in either of the Yankee stadiums in the same night? That ball was touched, folks. My goodness. We've been waiting for the pull side lifted home run from Juan Soto. We just saw it. There's the details. 436. I think that's lying. 111 miles an hour. That's not. That ball was 450 if it was a foot. Over the bullpen, over the fans out there, onto the concourse in right center field. Unbelievable. Juan Soto putting on a show here tonight at Yankee Stadium. Watch it again. We were going to make his last home run the fourth drive of the game, but these are going to be 4 drives of the game, I'm pretty sure. Watch where this lands. Over everyone there on the concourse in right center field. Unbelievable. Come on, it's not that easy. I don't even think he knows he's playing in Yankee Stadium tonight. Unbelievable.
5 big league homers, 12 RBIs in 20 games. 1-1 to Defoe, swing and a miss. Nats back on top here in the 7th.
All right, it's got to be some sort of record. We'll find out here shortly.
That ball went over the outfield fence at the 385 mark, and you think it had to travel another 70 or 80 feet. You're right. I don't know about that 436. There's a swing and a miss.
Let's check out the wonderful swing one more time. He knew it too. He stood there and watched this one. Oh yeah, I got that one, baby. Look where that thing went and landed. Oh yeah, I gave him the lead too, by the way. 5-4 Nats. Just a little side note.
Spencer Keyboom now. So the Nats have hit 2 tonight. They have 80. Yankees have hit 2. They have 107. Telling Pedro Severino what happened there.
I mean, we heard about him in the minor leagues. What a great swing. He's a pure hitter. But seeing this at this level for a 19-year-old just blowing my mind. First multi-home run game, 4 driven in on the night. And he's talking about I got extended on that one, made a loud sound. Yeah, that was 450 at least.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Keyboom. This is the beauty of the American League ballpark sometimes. Normally you'd be hitting for a reliever here in the number 9 spot. Why not another inning for Justin Miller? Maybe he gets it to Madsen, who gets it to Doolittle. A lot of work to be done between now and then. Keyboom, 3rd grounder of the night to shortstop. Ball popped out of Didi's glove, but he made the grab. And watch this again. And remember, he's a teenager. Visit Annapolis. Create your moment at visitannapolis.org. And by University of Maryland, University College. Times Square. Several miles to the north, the Bronx. And another inning here in the 7th for Justin Miller. 14 pitches, 9 strikes in the 6th when he struck out the side.
Yeah, I saw the naked cowboy in Times Square yesterday, and I can't unsee it. But I want to see these strikeouts one more time for Justin Miller on his 31st birthday. Strikes out the side. So 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. So what's that, 21 strikeouts, no walks for Justin Miller. Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a donation of $44 to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by Nats pitcher this season. K's for kids.
So he's trying to bridge the Nats from the end of the 5th until the start of the 8th. If he can go another frame here. What a night for Juan Soto. 2 homers, 4 RBIs, walked his first time. Didn't play last night as CC Sabathia, the lefty, started. And he just took a lefty deep, deep, deep to right center. Greg Bird has gone deep tonight. He hasn't faced Justin Miller before. And evidently we're waiting for the other 4-letter network to come back from break here. Bird is homered and grounded out to Matt Adams.
What a night. I might say it's incredible.
Ball 2. There's Sammy. Into the strike zone to make it 2-1. That's a beauty of a breaking ball. Started off the plate and came back. Close, and it's 3-2.
So it looks like Ken Griffey Jr. hit 2 home runs at Yankee Stadium as a teenager in 1989. Brian McCall did it. Andrew Jones did it in the World Series. He had 2 home runs. So the 4th teenager ever to do it.
And that ball into the right field corner from Greg Bird. It deadens at the bottom of the wall, and he has a leadoff double. Tying run aboard, nobody out, 7th inning.
I mean, every once in a while, in the middle of a game, you have to sit back and say, You know, it's June 13th, but what a treat this game is. I mean, if this is a World Series preview like Sports Illustrated predicted, and heaven knows there's a long way to go for both teams for that, I'd be all in on seeing this. This game has been a heavyweight brawl from the get-go tonight. It's been fun to watch. Got to appreciate it if you love baseball.
Austin Romine, the catcher, then the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Looking to bunt, and more of a stab than a bunt attempt.
Didn't look too comfy there, as a lot of big leaguers do now.
Austin Romine, the catcher, no sacrifice bunts. The Yankees have done it a total of 5 times all year. That's in front of the runner. Turner, close, out at first. Bird remains at second on a key first out for the Nats.
Yeah, a little difficulty with the exchange there for Trey Turner, but he got him and did not advance the runner, which is huge at this portion of the game. Looked like there might have been a little hesitation here on the exchange, and then he rushed the throw. Good stretch by Adams, got him by a half a step.
Gleyber Torres homered last time, but that was against Eric Fetty, leading off the 5th, tied at 4. Great pitch. He's wanting to know, did he swing or was it a called strike? Now Ryan Madson joins Sammy Solis. Could be Solis for Gardner and Madson for Judge. This game's going to go through the Yankee big boys once more for the Nats bullpen down the stretch here. One and two.
Your favorite super fan section is back. K Street returns Friday, June 22nd. Could use one right about now, too, by the way. For just $39, get your K card, exclusive t-shirt, great seats. Phillies in town. Visit Nationals.com to get your K Street tickets today.
He went. Tag. First base was not occupied. Torres didn't run. He just walked away. And 4 Ks of the 5 outs for Miller. And what does Davey Martinez do here? Does he come with Sammy Solis against the lefty Brett Gardner? The answer is right in front of you. So 5 key outs for Justin Miller and 4 of them on strikeouts.
He hasn't motioned yet. Maybe there he is. There he goes. He wants the lefty.
Need expert printing? The UPS store has you covered. Together, there's nothing they can't solve. Here comes Sammy. Nationals tickets. With the Hilton Capital Adventure Package, visit travel.hilton.com/DC. Almost as beautiful as Nats Park next to the Anacostia, that picture. And here we are in the bottom of the 7th inning, 2 outs, another big-time job for Justin Miller. And now Sammy Solis and Brett Gardner will face each other for the first time. Sammy's 34th game, 17 hits in 23 innings and 29 Ks.
And that was the two guys that are right-handers that crossfire and strike everybody out club that we just showed in the dugout. Max and Justin.
Gardner tonight 1 for 3. Tying run. Second base, 2 outs, 7th inning.
That's the one-hitter deal. Ryan Madsen ready for Aaron Judge on deck.
And you can tell by that stat, Sammy comes in the middle of innings a lot. Rendon even with a bag at third. Defoe shaded up the middle. Fastball at the NY for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, opponents hit just 132 against Sammy's fastball this year. 5 for 38. It's been his best pitch.
And the big curveball gets thrown away and the runner to third.
Well, if you're Brett Gardner, you've seen him miss with 2 curveballs. There's no doubt about what you're getting here. So the first curveball wide, this one really wide, and the fastball for a strike. So there's a hitter right now in your mind with the tying run on third. He's not going to throw that pitch again. He won't bounce it. The only pitch he's thrown for a strike is a fastball. So Brett Gardner right here, all chips in the middle on a heater. He has to be. If he's thinking anything else, he's crazy.
There's the fastball. It's off Sammy. The Nats get a good carom because it was toward first base. And I don't know why Greg Bird stopped a third of the way home.
in the Bronx tonight. It's time for our 4 drives of the game. I'm sure you can guess where this is going. So in the 4th inning, Juan Soto got it up and out of the stadium as far as the height went. The wind kind of took care of the rest. So there's his first home run, and then last time up in the 7th, a deep fly ball, 436 feet, I think a little bit more, 111 miles an hour. Little lower launch angle, right? 29 degrees. Heard your local Ford dealers for great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs. Oh, by the way, Juan Soto's the first teenager in the history of Major League Baseball to hit 2 home runs and walk in the same game at Yankee Stadium. There's been a lot of good teenagers. Some guy named Mantle played in Yankee Stadium as a 19-year-old too.
Top of the 8th, the Nats and the right-hander David Robertson, 33 years of age. 31st game, 30 innings, 37 strikeouts, just 22 hits. Everybody talks about Dylan Betances and Aroldis Chapman. This is the guy who often gets the ball to them. And right now, with the Yankees down a run, he's trying to keep it that way, facing Adam Eaton, who's 1-for-1 career against him. Adam looking for a 3-hit night. 1-1.
Big out right there for Sammy Solis. Tying run on 3rd. 2-1 count to Brett Gardner. Got the comebacker, didn't panic. After Justin Miller was fantastic once again. Now Robertson, fastball, slider, curveball change, occasional change. I get Austin Romine?
Yeah, I got somebody, and it wasn't Adam Eaton. So the umpire, Brian O'Nora, will go for a stroll to give Austin Romine a chance to reset.
What we have in the break in action, check out the Potomac Nationals. Saturday night, the first 2,000 fans will get a military appreciation night camo kazoo. On Sunday, the first 1,000 adults get a Trey Turner signature oven mitt. All right. Go to the website, call the number on your screen. Call the number on your screen all night. Wake them up.
2-2 to Eaton. Chopper right side and foul.
Spanky's dirty. Check it out. It's good uni. And not shocking.
So if Adams is Hoss, is this Little Joe?
No, he's Spanky or Mighty Mouse. He's already got nicknames.
I like Ryan Zimmerman as the Virginian. 2-2. Breaking ball and hit foul.
Ah, pick it, Tim Bogar, almost. Try. He could pick it at short. He's a smooth fielding shortstop.
He wore the blue pinstripes cross town.
Astros. Probably about 3 other teams I'm forgetting.
Good take by Adam Eaton. And now it's full. Turner and Harper to follow here in the 8th. Takes the breaking ball, and it is a 3-hit night for Adam Eaton. And it took a good play by Gregorius to throw him out up the middle last time. So now 5 hits since his return.
Mighty Mouse back in the house. 3-hit night, almost a 4-hit night. And he fights to a 3-2 count, what new, and slaps one up the middle. Love watching him play, and now he's done for the night. Michael A. Taylor going to come in and pinch run and go to center field. Bryce will probably go to right. Go with your best defense up by 1 late. So nice night for Adam Eaton, even though he's not going to beat me in the challenge. So good to have him back. Trey Turner with a couple hits, trying to lay one down. I like it.
Yeah, when's the last time in this lineup and what this ball club's gone through the last couple of weeks that the table setters have 5 hits in a game? The number 1 and 2 guys. Of course, Bryce has been in the 2 spot. You wouldn't consider him a table setter. He's a table clearer. But this is great to see, getting on base at the top of the order.
Robertson pretty quick to the plate right there, not really giving Michael A. Taylor much to work with at first.
Turner kind of semi-squaring, and the pitch well outside.
When's Juan Soto up?
It'll be a big inning if it's here.
He's gonna hit again. He'll be the only teenager to ever walk and homer 3 times in the history of the world.
And stare down a pitcher before he hit one.
In the history of organized baseball on any planet ever.
Yeah, the walk's the big tiebreaker.
Yes.
Taylor on the move. Throw is up and away, and he's called out by C.B. Buckner. About 8 hands went up over the Nationals rail over there.
Usually the manager holds it up. The whole dugout had the right hand out like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. Did he decelerate on the slide is the only question I have, because of the naked eye, he made it. But a lot of times he slows down on the slide. Oh, goodness gracious, yeah.
Yeah, you got to challenge
No,
that.
I mean, he's safe. It's not even close. Did he get him on the swipe? That last angle made me doubt myself. Show me a different angle and make him look safe.
Nats lost a challenge back in the 3rd.
Do you ask nicely here? Will you please review it? And they will. They'll look at it. Too big a game. Aaron Boone was saying he called him safe initially. Aaron Boone gave the safe sign. He wants Brian Honore. He just said Brian. Did they get him before his hand hit with that swipe tag? On the back, they might have got him, and he might be out. Watch the tag. I think it hits him on the back right there before his hand hits.
That's our Fios by Verizon Exmo.
Watch this right here, Carp. Oh. And it would kind of be along the theme of tonight, but.
The 100% fiber optic network means more speed, For more devices at once, visit getfios.com. From that angle, he looks safe.
Yeah. Is there enough to overturn it? That's the one. That's the angle they're going to use. I don't know.
Call is upheld. He's out.
It's kind of the way it's gone today, right? Tonight.
Two-4 on the caught stealing. And the Nats have lost their 5th base runner tonight. Trey Turner, the count now 3-2.
I mean, if the Nats win this game and they hold on here, this is like a football game where you have 4 turnovers and still win the football game based on what's happened on the bases tonight. Which doesn't happen very often. Davey Martinez will take it. He's shaking his head right now saying, can't believe what I'm seeing. But look at the scoreboard. They're up by 1. It's all that matters because of a 19-year-old and some pretty good pitching.
Turner high and deep to left center. Gardner cruising to it. 2 outs, and next up, Bryce Harper against the right-hander. And Bryce 2 for 2 career against David Robertson.
Friday, June 22nd is the return of Ladies Night at Nats Park. That's presented by Tyson's Corner Center. With the purchase of a special ticket, you receive access to special pregame party. Instead of Bryce Harper and Steven Strasburg wine stoppers, visit Nationals.com to purchase your special ticket today. Ladies Night.
Strikeout, couple of grounders for Bryce tonight. Ooh, that ball right over the low screen over there. Ryan Madsen for the 8th. Judge, Gregoria, Stanton.
Ooh.
Righty, lefty, righty.
That's a big 8th. The atmosphere in this ballpark has been unreal for 2 days.
Bryce got a piece of it and stays alive.
I'm not sure, but didn't they say that they added the atmosphere changed last year during the playoffs here? It's when this kind of came alive like the old Yankee Stadium. That it wasn't this raucous early on in the new stadium's career, and then last year when they got to the ALCS, everything kind of changed, and they said it kind of turned into the old Yankee Stadium again. And you get that feeling with this series so far.
On a pitch in the dirt, Bryce strikes out. And the 8th inning is over. 6 big outs for the bullpen. Ryan Madsen next in line.
Us and allow us to do what we do and protect our freedoms. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean Kelly. This one to the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Madsen about to take on 2, 3, and 4. And the Nats about to take on the Blue Jays. Friday night, Michael Morse will join me up in Canada. First of 3 against the Jays. We haven't been there since the Nats swept in 12. Gio 6-2. 2-2 career against Toronto. And he'll be taken on by right-hander Aaron Sanchez, who's 3-5. Johnny and Ray will get you going Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Nats Extra pregame. And there's your matchup for Game 1 in Ontario Friday night. Ryan Madsen and Aaron Judge. They've matched up twice. There's been a hit by pitch, a strikeout, and a ground ball out, 0 for 2. And this ballpark, 45,030 tonight, coming alive. And look at the late dip on that 96. So Michael A. in center. That moves Bryce to right.
I can't overemphasize it enough. This place is buzzing. Unbelievable.
Yankees #1 in attendance in the American League, 2nd overall in baseball to the Dodgers. 2-1. Had late action down and in. Gets the foul ball, 2-2. High in the air to right. Bryce Harper making an adjustment. Talk about a launch angle. 1 out.
That's officially the highest fly ball I've seen all year. And a big first out here in the 8th.
So it's Didi Gregorius now. Ground ball, strikeout, 0 for 2 career against Ryan Madsen. He's 0 for 2 tonight, couple of ground balls and a walk. Caught stealing in the 5th in a tie game to end the inning with Giancarlo Stanton in the batter's box. Right-hander Jonathan Holder for the 9th. Rendon, Murphy, Adams.
It's a good name for a reliever, isn't it?
Yeah, only better name would be Jonathan Saver.
Bad name, Jonathan Closer.
Two-1. And a good take by Gregorius to get ball 3.
Make sure you locate the fastball if you throw it here, because he's thinking one thing, turn and burn.
1 out walk. Really interesting matchup coming now. First of all, Giancarlo tonight 2 for 3, an RBI single in the 3rd.
If I'm reading lips, Carp, excuse me, that Dave Martinez just said make sure it's away. So that's telling me they're going to pitch Stanton away, but that's his strength to right center field when he's locked in. So Dave Martinez probably has a lot of data down there saying, hey, we're going to make this guy beat us the other way. But with that closed stance, there's such a temptation to go in there under the hands, a lot like Justin Miller did last time. But, you know, the old school of thought is make them beat you at the big part of the ballpark late in the game. Don't challenge them middle in. We'll see what Ryan Madsen has in store here. This is the matchup of the game right now. Nats up by 1. Just keep the ball down is the most important thing, I think.
And there's the matchup number 6 Ks, 0 for 8.
Ooh.
Gregorius went in standing up, and that got close.
He got in there. I'm a little overamped. I got to lay off the coffee here in the 8th. This is a great game. You hear the reaction from Ryan. He didn't want to go in there. I think the target was away. Just an overthrow right there.
Ground ball, base hit. Late innings, Rendon was closer to the line than he was to the hole, and the Yankees have 2 on, 1 out for Aaron Hicks.
But we showed you where Juan Soto was playing last time against Giancarlo. He was playing no doubles, and the ball was hit slowly through the infield. I'm kind of surprised Didi Gregorius didn't try to go to third on that. It took Juan Soto a while to get to this baseball, and Didi just kind of pulls up at second, but watch the speed of the ball. Look how far Juan Soto has to come. I think if you're busted around second, you at least think about it, but right here, Didi just decided to hit the brakes. It would have been interesting had he went.
Righty-lefty matchup. It's the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks, who against Madsen is 1 for 3. Well, this could be the save right here in the 8th inning. .591 Nats, 4.80 Yanks. And he took a little bit off the changeup diving from the left-handed batter.
Hicks all in on the fastball. Good execution of the game plan right there. And that's the pitch he gets the ground ball with if he's looking for that too, the changeup down.
Then the fastball 10 miles an hour quicker. You know, Greg Bird's looming a couple of batters away. We'll show you why that thought comes to our mind here in a second. A lot of business to take care of right here. 1-1.
Oh,
96, and that looked like cheese at the knees, but he didn't get the call.
good pitch. He's pitching for the double play, so all 3 pitches below the strike zone. This one looked like a strike to me. And it was.
Yeah, plenty of ball inside the box. Here's Sean Doolittle starting to throw. What a changeup.
He's not picking that up from Ryan Madsen. Head in the count, he's sitting fastball. He didn't recognize either one of them. The first pitch changeup or the 2-1 changeup. I guess the question is now, do you throw it again?
Gregorius walked. Stanton snuck that base hit through the left side. Swing and a miss on the changeup. 2 down.
Huge out. Everything down the whole sequence. He went first pitch changeup, 2-1 changeup, and then 2-2 changeup for the punch out. And Aaron Hicks wasn't picking up that pitch. He was gearing up for 96, 97, and got 3 changeups and swung over the top of all 3. Huge second out here in the 8th.
All 5 of those pitches almost in a straight line across the bottom of the plate or the strike zone. So here's Miguel Andujar, 0 for 3. He sees Madsen for the first time. Chops the breaking ball.
You know, it's June 13th. There's a long way to go in the season, and I rarely get nervous for a game anymore, but this is sweaty palm time right here, right now. With the atmosphere in this ballpark, you want to get a getaway day win. You got a day off tomorrow. And this game's big.
He's late for the heater. 0-2 now. Figures to be Ryan Madsen's last batter. Does it end the 8th? Sean Doolittle, by the way, if you're wondering, hasn't pitched since Saturday, so he's strong.
Good block.
Yeah, Key Boom just went backstop there. Outfield deep. Taylor just a couple steps toward right center. And the fastball up. 2-2.
I think he swings at that if that's got more plate. It just was inside, and that's why he took it.
Challenged him with a fastball. No, he pulled the string. It was a changeup. And out to left, it's Soto. Big time job by Ryan Madsen. A walk and a hit. Pitches around it. Now Doolittle's ready for the ninth. And if it gets to a fourth batter, Soto as well.
Cool as a cucumber out there. Got the big strikeout of Aaron Hicks on the third changeup of the sequence, all below the zone. The tying run on second, 310 hitter coming into this game, and he pops it up. So wiggling out of a jam with the 1-run lead. Now it's time for the doctor to come in for the ninth. How are our buddies doing, the father-son that couldn't stand to watch the pickoffs anymore? There's a fly ball. Just catch it, please. And they did, and they celebrated. I love it. Father-son Nats fans at a ball game at Yankee Stadium. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff, Ryan Madsen.
Hey, we need you guys on the road in situations like this. There are a bunch of Nats fans here down by the left field foul pole last night. Some Curly W's in the house, and this is 25-year-old Jonathan Holder, 21st appearance, 23 Ks in 22 innings. No active Nats have faced him. And that breaking ball to the backstop. Anthony Rendon, 0 for 2, sac fly, leads off top 9.
Now Holder, 25 years old, 6'2", 235. Fastball, slider, cutter, curveball, change, Rosenbach. And the fastball average is 92.
And a slight piece up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Nats need a base runner for Juan Soto to get a chance at number 3.
That's a good take. Ball looked like a strike for a while. Rendon turns on a ball inside, kills it into the second deck. Well fouled.
So quick in there.
Deep short, Good stop, Gregorius. Oh my, what a play. That's a pretty fast runner, and that was a long throw. Chip Hale will call the clubhouse. Umpires say 1 out.
I mean, watch where he throws it from, though. So he goes to a knee, and then as he's falling toward third base, gets tons on the throw just to get Rendon. He was out. But watch how he's fallen toward third base in just desperation, lets it rip with something on it. Been a high-level game defensively for both teams.
Murphy 0 for 2 with a walk. This will be a great time for Daniel to get that first knock. And to the right of the second baseman, Torres. Time to plant and throw. 2 outs. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Beautiful night, Yankee Stadium. Matt Adams 2 for 3. The doctor's ready. If, said the announcer. Adams to left, and if becomes win. So we'll see Juan Soto one more time, and now 2 Nats. Eaton and Adams have 3 hit nights. There's a buzz in the crowd when they announce the kid's name. In fact, some people are booing, and that's really good.
Well, this is a bonus right here, and not just to see him hit, but who knows, maybe a couple tack-on runs here for the Nats. They want it. Yeah, if this was a 3-game series, he wouldn't see anything to hit tomorrow, but Monday at Nats Park.
You're right.
Stay tuned. Did he break his bat on that? He's checking it right now.
Yeah, he doesn't want that gamer to go away. It's only his 3rd year professional baseball. Signed with the Nats in 15 when he was only 16 years of age, but he signed late and didn't play that year.
And he missed all of last year, most of last year, with an injury. Just played in April a little bit.
Yeah, 32 games total.
Think he gets a fastball here? I'm saying no. No way.
Fair ball right at the bag, inning over.
Change up.
Here we go. That might have busted on that sound. Bottom of the order and top of the heap coming into pitch to him.
for 400th career stolen base. Adam Eaton, Mighty Mouse with 3 knocks tonight, a double and a run. And Juan Soto, well, we've talked about that plenty tonight because it was worth it.
Sean Doolittle, 28th appearance, saves. He's 16 of 17. Look at that, 141. Righties only 179. Lefties, forget about it. He'll face the lefty first time up, Greg Bird, and this is the first time these two power guys will face each other.
Fastball slider change for the Doctor. Fastball 90% of the time at 94 miles an hour. And here we go.
Strike one, inside edge. No swing, says Chris Conroy on the appeal. Foul tip on 93 up. As mentioned, Sean's last game, his 16 save Saturday, 7-5 win over the Giants. He threw 16 pitches, 12 strikes in the 9th.
Such a gamble with that high fastball. If you don't bite on it, you know, you go deep into a count. But we've seen so many hitters on the fastball right about here offer at it, and that's where he's trying to throw it, right around the letters.
Swing and a miss on 94. Kind of starting that pitch under the lefty's hands. 1 out.
Check out the hop after the strikeout. So everything up, and then he goes down with this. And a little hop off the mound. Big first out here in the 9th for the Doctor.
Austin Romine, 0 for 2 career against Doolittle. Ball 2. Right to Matt Adams. He kind of took a jump, and the ball was slicing to his left. 2 down, that's all that matters.
Price is laughing at him in right field. Davey Martinez is showing him how high he jumped. So Sean Doolittle jumped on the strikeout. Matt Adams with a 40-inch vertical on out number 2 here in the bottom of the 9th.
Now it's Gleyber Torres facing Doolittle for the first time. Johnny Holiday, Ray Knight in the studio waiting for this one. At the knees, and Torres didn't like it at all.
That's a big time show up right there on strike 1.
By a rookie.
Yeah, I don't think Brian O'Nora's digging the gestures at home plate. Watch that. If you do that, you better be swinging now.
Swinging from the heels he was. And the Nats a strike away from a split here.
Climbing the ladder here, 0-2 would be the best idea ever because he's swinging.
Pretty much the Doctor's MO. High fly ball, playable. Adams, Defoe, Wilmer has it. So do the Nats.
Very nice. Now Sean Doolittle 4 for 4 in save opportunities at Yankee Stadium. Juan Soto with the biggest night of his young career on the biggest stage of his young career. The Nats get a big-time win here at Yankee Stadium and head to Toronto.
Yeah, 4 seems to be a big number for the Nats. Miller 4-0. Those guys can go home and celebrate. So here in the Big Apple, the Nats win a dramatic ball game against the Yankees 5-4 with a 19-year-old rookie and a bunch of others doing big-time things. Friday, the Nats in the